6:38 now. Tonight here on WWL Louisiana, we're taking a closer look at the sex abuse scandal that has rocked the Catholic Church in New Orleans.
WWL Chief Investigator David Hammer spent years uncovering the truth about priests who were shielded by the church for years. And then in a bombshell confession, as you see it right here, priest Lawrence Hecker admitted to his crimes on camera, and last week he pled guilty in court after a years-long battle. But the battle there for justice is only beginning, and we've got Chief Investigator right here. Hello, good morning.
Hi, Bree. Good to see you.
It's good to have you in.
Yeah,
Glad to have
busy.
you here this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. No, so my reporting partner Ramon Antonio Vargas and I spent 6 years covering the clergy sex abuse scandal, and we really got a big break last year when Ramon got this copy of this confession from 1999. We went and confronted Lawrence Hecker, the retired priest, as you saw there in the clip, and he confessed to various crimes, sex crimes with kids dating back to the 60s and 70s, but that led directly to 2 weeks later his arrest, charged with rape and kidnapping, and he ended up pleading guilty just this month. And we want to lay out the whole thing with this hour-long special, showing you how this developed, showing you how we were able to uncover the extent of the cover-up by the Catholic Church in the records that we were able to get leaked to us and expose over the course of this time, and it really helped lead to this conviction, which is a rare thing in this town.
Yeah, 6 years is a really long time, and I think you just highlighted what is different about this case with Lawrence Hecker. But can I ask, because I don't know if I've ever heard from you, what it was like. You read that transcript of that confession, and then you went to his home, and he told you, and that's not something as journalists often we get an immediate answer. What was that like for you?
Well, he had repeatedly kind of avoided answering questions previous to that, but when we had this document, I just went to him and just laid it out for him. And I said, these are no longer allegations. You are admitting to this here in writing.
Yeah.
And he couldn't avoid it anymore. And he said, evidently, yes. And when I pressed harder and said, these are specific people, and I read from the transcript and I said, this person, you know, was 15, 16, St. Francis of Assisi Parish, he said, yes, I did that. And then I questioned him why, and he said, you know, the sexual revolution. He gave all these excuses. We thought it was okay. And obviously we pushed back and said, no, it was just as much a crime then as it is now. And we laid all of that out, and that really, I think, forced the issue for the police, who then expanded their investigation, and you'll be able to see in the special tonight how this really fed into the larger investigation of a cover-up by the Catholic Church.
That's the next question. So December 18th, Hecker will be sentenced. His accusers also would like to hear more from him. We may hear more from them about this experience. But looking at what this may mean contextually going forward with other investigations, what does that mean?
Yeah, it actually feeds directly into a pending investigation now by the state police and the FBI. They served a search warrant earlier this year on the Archdiocese of New Orleans to collect their entire personnel files dating back decades, and it shows a pattern, they say, of cover-ups by leaders in the church, and that could lead to additional charges, criminal charges, for essentially aiding and abetting or obstruction of justice.
Well, we appreciate your work on this, and definitely looking forward to the special.
Yeah, please watch the special, because I think it lays it all out in a very compelling way, and you can follow along.
And that'll be tonight at 9 p.m. Thank you so much, David, and we'll be right back after this break.